Over the last few months, I have been receiving postcards interested in a piece of property that I owned. And it became available in December of last year. So on January the 2nd of this year, I chose a card. I called it. The person that I called was very interested in the property. I met him there. He went through the house, went through all the property, and he made me an offer that I accepted. So we were to meet the next day to sign the contract. We met. He wanted a key. I gave him a key so his contractors could come in to look through the property, and he gave me a check for $500 for earnest money. He told me we would close around the 15th of January. Well, on January the 14th, I had not heard from him. So I called him and he said, "Oh yes, I was getting ready to call you." He said, "My contractors went and looked at the house and they found that there was something wrong with the foundation, and because of that, I cannot go through with the contract." And he wanted to do away with the contract and me to give the $500 back, which I did. But in the meantime, I got a letter from Mr. Brown's office, and they were wanting to look at my property, and they said someone might have been in contact with me to try to buy my home that may not be very trustworthy. So at the same time, I looked online and I saw that my house was advertised online for sale with pictures. I did not give this person my permission to go in the house, to take pictures and advertise it online. And especially since the contract was null and void now. Mr. Brown came and looked at my house and he offered me a price that I accepted, and it was very fair, very fast, everything he said. And he also told me about that there are other people out there that are not very trustworthy. So I did call this other person and I asked him who his contractors were. He said, "I don't have contractors, I use my friend's contractors." So I knew then that he was not believable, and I'm just glad that he let me out of that contract. And so I chose to go with Mr. Brown.